Hey, this is Notser, and we're in the Tier 10 German destroyer Z-52 on the map Sea of Fortune, and this is a ranked battle, and oh man, was this ranked battle exciting. My build is on the screen, very typical. I do enhance my hydroacoustic duration, also faster torpedo rearm, and of course for the commander, I'm using radiolocation, which is indicating that there is a ship south of my position. Now, the makeup of both sides, 3 battleships, 2 cruisers, 2 destroyers. One key bit of information, there are no enemy radar ships. So, because of that, I'm going to take full advantage and I'm rushing towards Sea Point right now. I expect that there's not going to be a lot of contesting, and even if there is, I'm a German destroyer. I want you to try and contest Sea Point with my hydro smoke combination. If you're someone who loves it when a plan comes together, consider joining the RQL Shipstorm Saturday tournament. This video is sponsored by RQL. RQL is hosting a fast-paced tournament called Shipstorm Saturday. The tournament takes place September 8th at 4 p.m. Eastern on the North American server. Teams of 3 will face off in Tier 7 and Tier 8 ships on small maps with a maximum battle time of 15 minutes. Players on the team which takes first place will each receive 9,000 doubloons with ample rewards for second and third. For more information, join the Shipstorm Saturday Discord at the link in the video description. So I arrived at Sea Point. I sent my torpedoes forward of my position towards the radiolocation indicator, hoping to catch one, and we caught something. Grozovoy has the exact same plan. I pop my smoke, I pop my hydroacoustic because I'm German, and now I'm safe from torpedoes. I can aggressively try and take this. Enemy cruiser in the background wants to change the game. No, that's not going to work. Enemy Grozo gets his torpedoes out, and I am absolutely going to maneuver my way out of this area. Oh my god. Come on, cruisers, stop it! These players are so skilled at blind firing into smoke. I am so impressed by their ability to hit. But the Grozovoy is forced off. I still have Hydro up. I will absolutely be able to take this base. They're still trying to blind fire me. And it really makes me question, are they just consistent at predicting where I might be? Because I haven't fired for a while, and yet their shells, they're going very close to my position. But regardless, Sea Point is ours. Now, there is still a Grozovoy out there, and he's clearly inside his smoke camping, and I wanna make him know that I'm here. So I'm going to move forward until hydroacoustic is back online and hoping that someone will fire on him to punish it. You've got to really commit to get out of here, bro. There is no way I'm going to allow you to freely fire in your smoke. It's a no-go. And for the longest time, probably 2 rank seasons at least, I haven't been able to be this aggressive in my Z-52 because there's always a radar ship, so it feels really nice to have a game where, yeah, that's not going to be a part of it. I can move around, potentially smoke hydro again, send torpedoes. That enemy Yamato looked like he was moving forward, but then he committed to not moving forward. So, just going to disengage. Grozo's off. I know what he wants to do. He wants to harass friendly battleships. I don't want him to freely do that. I want to potentially spot his camping position. Where does he want to camp? Behind an island. There are a lot of camping ships, honestly. The Kitakaze Hiragumo, Grozovoy, even the Kaba at some point want to camp. But if you take away their ability to camp, and you should definitely take advantage of the lack of radar, because that is the key bit here. Radar is what slows down the DD gameplay. When you don't have one in the game, it's like a completely different experience. It's a dream. It's what every DD is looking forward to. And I'm not passing this up. I get this maybe once every 20 ranked battles. So I felt like the Grozovoy, the radio location, the indicator might suggest that he is going up the east side. He's certainly not as close as I would have expected because the radiolocation indicator switched over to the Yamato, which is about 11 kilometers away. So I was like, the guy is pretty out wide, careful. And I wish I could communicate more, but I don't want him to come back and pincer me with the enemy battleship, so I gotta be very careful. I do have my smoke up, but still, I don't want to take too much damage, because honestly, I feel like I've taken too much damage. If we didn't get C point and friendlies didn't capitalize on an enemy DD, well, I would have probably been for naught. But the way it ended up being, the Grozovoy is definitely here. He's definitely trying to freely fire. He didn't recognize that I was in the area. And because he was firing, I know that he has to pop his smoke to hide. In doing so, I can get a little bit of chip damage on him and verify that, yes, my team is okay. Smoke was sent out towards the enemy Yamato. Act like I'm not doing anything, you know. All these DDs, looking every which way other than the exact target that I sent at, and we hit 1 torpedo, 2 torpedo, 3 torpedo, only 1 flood, but that's all you need. It's going to force out damage control, and I'm absolutely going to communicate to my team that this enemy Yamato is vulnerable to fire. Keep in mind the Grozo, he actually is not inside of smoke. Considered for a second, probably shouldn't fire. We're cool. This is great. This is exactly what a DD should do. It should operate with torpedoes, use smoke to fire at some point, but you're really just here to keep the target spotted for your team. And I'm going to send 1 more set towards the enemy, hoping to get another flood on him. It's great for the Germans. I love their fast torpedo rearm. If you get a flood on the first one and you get another chance, most likely it's absolutely going to stick. If you're in something like a Japanese destroyer, it's probably in your best interest to give about 20 or 30 seconds in between the first torpedo send and the second. So what that'll allow you to do is a partial torpedo hit with 1 torpedo launcher, causing a flood, force out damage control, and then the next set should be able to follow up and cause a lot of damage. For the Germans, you've got a minute cooldown on your torpedoes. They're up so fast, I wouldn't get too tricky. I would just get the torpedoes out as consistently as you can. Looks like the Grossakua first is moving forward. Yamato's moving back. Nobody was able to follow up with fire, and I kind of wish I fired my guns, but we all know my fire chance. I would not have set a fire. I would have just revealed my location to the enemy, and it would have been done. As it stands, I'm alive. We still have C point. Enemy still has A point. Nobody's taken B, and I'm just going to send torpedoes at the incoming Grossakua first. He is not really looking like he's using hydroacoustic. Keep in mind the Germans have hydro. Pretty much every German has hydro. I'm sure their aircraft carrier fleet will have full hydro support too. So this is kind of vulnerable. He is just too committed, and we're going to get 1, 2, 3 torpedoes, a flood caused, but he's going to put it out. And here's the verification for my team. The Grossakua first has used damage control. And I feel like, I can sit in my smoke, fire, set another fire on the target, maybe even send out torpedoes, because we do have 10 seconds left, cause a flood, do tons of damage. I'm not really paying attention to the island positioning. I do a quick check, and I'm like, okay, that looks pretty good, but look at what I've just done. I am trying to gain ground because he is moving forward rapidly. I read this as he's got hydro up, and he absolutely wants to detect me. So I, unfortunately, run smack into the island. I sent my torpedoes, assuming that he was going to turn one way, but oh no! He got in hydro range, and his guns are positioned. I'm like, oh, please fire. I'm trying to dodge. I'm moving forward. I'm moving back. I'm moving forward. I'm not moving at all. And wow, so fortunate. German dispersion right there. I think 1 shell made contact, maybe 2, and they overpinned for nothing. And the torpedoes missed completely, and I'm like, oh no, not this. Quick, quick, think of a plan. Think of a plan. Oh, wait. We've got this nice, smooth rock formation that might block the shots. Oh, my God. Oh, that was so close. So very close. I did not expect the island formation to be right there and perfect for absorbing. And, oh no, the GK's Hydro has fully used up. He's in trouble. So I'm going to hold my fire. I'm going to go back in, and I'm going to send a full broadside of torpedoes. Oh no! GK, I'm sorry. This is nothing personal. I love your Germanness, but you gotta go, my friend. My team, while all this is going on, has lost the western flank. Not as strong as it once was. The Grozovoy has completely moved to another flank. He is, in fact, in near A and B, which is now both of their captures. And yeah, I was just verifying, yeah, that little cheeky Grozovoy. He totally is still alive. So, C point, pretty much ours. There's no way anyone can take it. I'm going to move forward and try and get maybe some shots on the Grozovoy. And I want to be aggressive. The enemy cruiser, the enemy battleships, they're either line of sighting or out of range. And, oh no, Grozovoy, he is right in front. Yeah, friendly Yamato takes him out. Did he get torpedoes out, though? Maybe he did. Enemy Henry's moving forward. I think he's going after the friendly Worcester. And I don't really want him to do that. But, ooh, rebalance from the Yamato. I think it was 80-0, and friendly Yamato takes a big torpedo. Enemy Yamato, 80% live. There's another Yamato. They're the flavor of the month. It is very clear that this is the most popular battleship right now, and I don't blame them. The legendary module is so awesome. It's so much better than the Montana, the Conqueror, the Grosakua First, even the Republic. I mean, it's like the best legendary period. It just makes a ship that's already really strong even better. So I was able to see both of them clearly. They're both battleships, and I was capable of moving to A and B, and now we're going to confirm this capture. We should have 3 bases to the enemy's none. And I'm going to look to try and send more torpedoes. There is the enemy Yamato moving up on the western flank now that we lost our friendly because he was just so low. Most likely he's going to contest A point, but if I move forward, as he's moving forward into that position, I should never have to deal with him. And because, obviously, the only remaining ships are battleships, it's very hard for them to conceal themselves from me. If it was something bigger where you had to avoid the shot, well, yeah, of course, but I can see exactly what he wants to do. And this guy is the Yamato that I got some torpedo strikes on at the beginning of the game. So I'm going to move forward. Keep in mind, there is a threat that maybe the enemy Yamato, and we get verification that he did go A. There was a moment where the enemy Yamato that was moving up could have potentially just camped there on the corner, and I wanted to make sure I had 6.1 kilometer range on him. And I'm going to send my torpedoes forward. I don't really care about the battleship in and around A point just yet. My goal here is very simple. I want to kill this guy, and I don't want him to really know my plan. I want to be very, very dark. Don't want to smoke, don't want to fire, don't want to do anything. It looks like he is indeed going to sail right into the path of my torpedoes, and this should be a kill. We should be able to get multiple strikes. Of course, the torpedo protection prevents his death, and friendly gets the kill. It happens to me so often. I'm really happy for my team. I'm happy to be a part of it. It just, I did like 20,000 damage to him, and he needed 21,000 damage done, right? So, enemy battleship, he's only got 1 play. He's got to move forward and maybe get a kill or 2. I'm going to camp and smoke, going to use hydroacoustic, easily spot this guy. Torpedoes are almost back up, and I miss this game. I really, really enjoy the Germans, but man, do they feel really bad in a just radar-dominated world. They're big and bulky, stuff sticks in their ships, plus players just love punishing that, and I just, the second I saw this game, I was like, we gotta live up to the expectation. We have to hit our shots. We have to play appropriately, and it worked out beautifully. Just a beautiful game. Oh, can I get the kill? Yes, it made up for that last kill. And that was a great, exciting, fun game in my Z52. I got so fortunate on that Grosakua First. That island was just in the perfect position. And look at that Yamato. Man, he hit some shots. It's always weird to control the objective or use radar hydro, detect them, and allow for kills, get captures, and still lose on XP. They just reward damage so much. I'm so happy that he did so much damage, but it just feels weird. I hope you enjoyed this game. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you next time.